Hey guys, I am back with another horror collection plate video. I got 6 titles I want to talk about today, so I'm just going to get started. Um, First up, we have probably my favorite pickup for this update video. I was window shopping for movies over at Cinema One today. I wasn't planning to pick anything up, and I was going through the new release section just before I was getting ready to leave, and I actually found this, the Grindhouse releasing uh, Blu-ray for pieces, and I was really excited to see this. Um, I know this has been out for a while, and everybody else has already shown this. There's the spine here, real quick. And there's the back. So I figured I'd open it up just to see if there is any little puzzle in there, like the mini puzzle that was going around. I know it most likely isn't because this is like a little long on the tooth for this. So I'm just going to slide this out. Okay, there's the soundtrack. Alright, here is the standard case. You can see the artwork is different. I think this might be, I don't know if this was the original Grindhouse releasing DVD. I don't think so. I think it had different artwork. But I don't own that one, so I don't know. Okay, there's the disc, and you can see there is no puzzle, which I was kind of expecting there not to be one. There is the features disc, and there is the special features disc. And the puzzle was just, I guess, that woman there. It's a little puzzle that the boy puts together at the beginning of the movie. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, not since the VHS days. I do own this movie on a budget release DVD combo set, but I just never bring myself to watch it, because I probably figured that it had like a VHS quality, and at that time, Grindhouse had the DVD version of this that I really wanted much more so than the version that I had, so I just couldn't watch it. So luckily I have this copy now, so I'm happy with this, so I can't wait to watch this movie. Right. Next up, we have The Guest, and this one was directed by Adam Weingard, and he did You're Next, and I actually prefer this movie to You're Next. This movie is about this family who lost their son in the Iraq War, and one day one of his old army buddies shows up and asks to stay with him for a couple days, and they're still grieving the loss of their son, so they agree, because it becomes this whole kind of, can't think of the term for it. He becomes like a surrogate son to them, but there's something really wrong with this guy, and it goes on for there. I really, really like this movie, and I like the twist that this movie takes for the last half hour. This movie is really, really good. This one also stars, I think her name is Mika Monroe, or Micah Monroe, and she went on to make Your Next after this. Not Your Next. It Follows, which I also really, really like. So I hope she keeps making horror films, because she's really, really good in these things. But this is an upgrade for me. I actually have this film on DVD as well, but I always wanted to have it on Blu-ray, and found this for $5 at Giant Tiger, so I figured it's worth the pickup. Okay, next we have Open House. This one stars Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer, and they're both the stars of True Blood, and they probably made this in between doing seasons of that. Basically, it's about this family, well, husband and wife, that are trying to sell their house, and I think someone stows away one day when they're doing an open house, and then I guess the person attacks them or something after the fact. And I really like the trailer for this. That's why I picked this one up, because I wasn't originally going to pick this up on DVD, but when I found the Blu-ray for $5 along with The Guest, I figured it'd be worth a pickup. Alright, next we have a Dolph Lundgren movie, and it's Jill the Ripper. Found this one at Dr. Disc. I was really, really curious about this one, because normally Dolph Lundgren makes action movies, and this one's more of like a thriller or slasher type film. I guess what happens in this one is his brother gets murdered, and I guess he was into the S&M and bondage community, so he's got to infiltrate that community and try to find the person that killed his brother. But I think it's a woman, and she's probably killing other people as well. Like, the images here look really, really interesting. Hopefully this movie is worth a watch. I only paid $2 for it, so even if it's no good, what are you going to do? Alright, next up we have Witchboard. This is a Korean horror film, and basically it starts off with these two kids messing around with a Ouija board, and I think they summoned some kind of evil spirit or something like that. It's been a while since I've watched this. I used to own this movie. Actually, I still own a gray market copy of this film. I remember really, really liking it a lot. I guess there's this blind girl in this high school that nobody really likes for some reason, and she gets mistreated really, really bad. And I think that's part of the revenge plot of this movie. I think this may have been an X rental. This is one of the Tokyo Shock lines. And I'm really trying to collect a lot of these. Now, I used to see a lot of these back in the day, but not so much anymore. I don't know if they're even in business anymore. But I found this at Value Village. And I generally don't like to buy movies there. But I'm thinking, when am I going to see this around again without having to go out and ordering it? Alright. And last up for this update, we have Relentless. And this one stars Judd Nelson and Robert Loggia. And basically in this movie, Judd Nelson is like this ex-cop who, for some reason, becomes a serial killer. And he's killing people based off of the names he finds in the phone book. And there's two detectives after him, Robert Loggia and Leo Rossi. They're trying to track him down. They actually made 3 sequels to this movie. And what happened, like later on, they lost the lead, like Robert Loggia, and Judd Nelson obviously didn't come back. And they went with Leo Rossi for the other 3 films. I actually have parts 3 and 4 in a 4-pack with Alone in the Dark, but I don't have part 2. So now that I found this one, I need to get part 2, which seems to be the most popular sequel out of the other 3 sequels. All right, so let me see if I can throw these all together here real quick. And here we go. So that's my update, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.